doing yoga. Today's class is going to be a little bit challenging. We're going to open up through the shoulders, and we're also going to focus on strengthening through the hip flexors. So this class will push you to your edge. Your edge does not mean any pain. What it means is uncomfort. So if you do feel any pain at all, please just back off a little bit. Find a pose that feels better in your body, and so that we can stay feeling good. Otherwise, let's get started, guys. You can find a child's pose in the back of your mat. Big toes to touch. Knees spread as wide as comfortable. Sinking your hips to your heels. Slowly crawl your fingertips forward. And relax your chin and heart into the earth. Let's take a deep breath in all together. Inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Ha. Another one just like that. Big breath in through your nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Ha. Sink into your space. Start to take a couple rounds of breath here on your own. Going inward, noticing any parts of your body that might feel a little tighter today. Any parts of your body you might want to send some more love to. Just noticing the natural pace of your breath. Today's class, as we discussed, is going to push you to your edge. I encourage you to push a little bit farther past the uncomfort. Uncomfort, not pain, because uncomfort is where the real growth happens. It's where we get to blossom and be who we truly are. And take another deep breath in through the nose. Fill up, expand the rib cage. And open mouth, exhale. Aha. Deep breath and crawl the fingertips a little bit forward. Exhale, sink the hips a little bit closer to the mat. Seal the lips, cultivating our Ujjayi breath, our breath of internal fire, internal flame. Deep textured inhales through the nose. And textured exhales back out through the nose. Heating up the body from within. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, rise, neutral tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, pressing your belly to the back of your spine and elongating through the crown of your head. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Feel the earth beneath you, supporting you. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath and shine your heart forward. Exhale, cat pose. Round through the spine, chin to chest. Breathe and press the earth away with your palms. Feel your shoulder blades spread apart. Inhale, belly to spine. Belly is strong here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, cow pose, lift the gaze. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine. We'll take a couple rounds of cat-cows here. Any organic movements that serve you are also welcome. Just turning inward and listening to what your body needs today. Or warming up the spine. So finding stillness when you're ready, neutral tabletop. Take a deep breath in, spread all 10 fingertips really wide, press down through the finger pads. Exhale, tuck the back toes and lift the back knees up, inch around up over the floor. Slight tuck of the tailbone, core is engaged. Deep breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Nice. Now this is our first downward facing dog. So take any movements here that feel good. I like to pedal out with my feet. Bending into one knee and the other. Getting all my wiggles out. And then back to stillness when you're ready. Palms are shoulder width distance, feet are hip width distance. Breathe in and internally rotate the biceps toward the ears. Feel the shoulder blades externally rotate away. Exhale, sink the heels deep into the mat. Big breath in, energy up and out through the palms, up and out through the tailbone. And then down the legs into the heels, into the earth. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, crawl your fingertips back towards your feet, setting up for ragdoll pose. Bending generously at the knees, letting your body drape over your thighs and your head and neck hang heavy. Option to grab for both elbows if that feels good. Swing side to side. Just surrendering here. Releasing any tension in the lower back. Gently release your palms to the mat. Bending at the knees, slowly rise one vertebrae at a time to standing. Head is last to arrive. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach to the stars. Grounding down to the four corners of your feet. Slight tuck of the tailbone and reaching your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, release the shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in, energize through the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Soft bend to the knees and hinge at the waist. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, flat spine, shoulder blades squeeze toward one another. Exhale, release the palms to the mat. And start to walk forward slowly with your palms to a high plank. Shoulders stack over your wrists, heels over the toes. Slight tuck of the tailbone, belly is engaged here. Deep breath in, puff up through the shoulders, pressing the earth with your palms. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders past your wrists. Exhale, slowly lower, elbows graze the ribs. Untuck the toes, feet can be about hip width distance. And then tip your fingertips on the wide edges of your mat. Deep breath in, press to the finger toenails, or rather the toenails, and peel the chest off of the mat. Deep breath in, squeeze the glutes toward one another to protect the lower back. Exhale, release the right shoulder towards the ground. Gaze is over the left elbow. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice. Inhale, back to center. Heart shines forward. Exhale, left shoulder to the mat. Gaze is over the right elbow. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, back to center. Lift a little bit higher. Exhale, gently release, chin to the mat. Palms underneath your shoulders. You have two options here. You can press up to neutral tabletop or high plank. High plank, you can tuck the toes and engage the quads, lifting the knees off the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, high plank, press up. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, guys. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. You've been here before. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, bending in the knees, mountain pose. Get big, arms to the sky. Grounding down through all 10 toes and heel. Breathe in, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, palms to heart center. Deep breath in, close the eyes. Open mouth, exhale. Option here to have an intention for class. Why did you show up on your mat today? What does your body need from you? Tune in. Gently reopen the eyes. Inhale, arms high, mountain pose, Tadasana. Now heel toe your feet about just hip width distance, no farther. Breathe in, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, fold with soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shin, flat spine. Now listen carefully here. Big breath in, bend the knees a little bit more. Inhale your arms forward and then catch your skull with your palms. Big breath in, press your elbows behind you. Slight tuck of the tailbone, core turns on. Exhale, bend the knees so that your thighs are about parallel to the ground. Deep breath. One more round of breath. And exhale, fold. Release your palms to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, fold. Now inhale your palms to your skull again. And this time, tuck your chin into your chest, elbows point to your belly. Bending of the knees, inhale, roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, keeping the chin to the chest. Inhale, open up the elbows wide. Exhale, micro back bend, lift up and out of the chest, elbows press behind you once more. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, release the palms by your side. Take a soft bend in the knee. And then you can just sway your arms side to side. Shaking it out. And then finding a mountain pose when you're ready, arms high. We'll float left to movement. Breathe in, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, forward fold. Bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Now listen carefully, soft bend in the knees, reaching the arms forward. Exhale, palms behind skull. Inhale, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, sink deeper into your chair. Deep breath in, press the elbows behind you. Keep lifting up and out of the chest, kind of like an upward facing dog. And exhale, fold. Release the palms to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the palms behind the skull. Exhale, chin to chest, bending in the knees. Inhale, slowly rise to standing. Elbows toward the belly. Inhale, open up. Exhale, micro back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release the palms, bending at the knees and shaking it out. I like calling this the windshield wiper, windmill effect. And then back to center. Inhale the arms, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Same as before, soft bend in the knees, reaching the fingertips forward and then back behind the skull. Slight tuck of the tailbone, pressing the elbows back. Bend to the knees so the thighs are parallel to the mat. Beautiful. We're here for 2 rounds of breath. Breathing in deep. Exhaling even deeper. Now shift the weight into your right foot and slowly lift the left foot about an inch, hovering it off the ground. Nice work, guys. For the right leg, fire up. I'll slowly extend the left leg behind you, stepping into a leaning crescent lunge. So keeping our palms where they are, 90-degree bend in the front knee, staying high in the back toes, squeezing the inner thighs toward one another. Big breath in. Exhale, soften the back knee to the mat and lift up modified crescent. Deep breath in, stand through the crown of the head. Then exhale, sink the hips forward, micro back bend. Elbows press back, lifting up and out of the heart. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale. Exhale, back to modified crescent and finding a half splits. Sink the hips back, right leg is extended long. Right toes are flexed toward the face, and hips are squared facing the front of the room. Deep breath in, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold over your right leg. We'll be here for about 3 rounds of breath. Breathing through this uncomfort, acknowledging where our edge is. And with each inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, sinking a little bit farther past the edge. Good job, guys. Inhale, slowly rise, bending into the right knee, framing the right foot with our palms. Tuck the back toes and lift the back leg, low lunge. Right knee is stacked over the right ankle, high on the back toes. Squeeze inner thighs toward one another. And exhale, slowly crawl your fingertips toward the left side of the room. Toes are pointing to the left side of the room. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into your Prasarita. You can keep your palms underneath your face, or they can reach for behind you, maybe in front of you, stretching out the shoulders. Wherever you are, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, keeping a long spine. Tailbone points toward the sky. Crown of the head points toward the ground. Slowly crawl your fingertips back underneath your face wherever you are. Bring down through the right palm, keeping the hips square to the mat. Inhale the left arm high. Now it might not point all the way to the sky because our hips are squared to the mat. But keep breathing and spiraling open the top of the chest. Nice. Deep breath in, reach to the fingertips, opening up to the chest. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. Exhale, switch it out. Left palm roots, right arm high. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hips are still squared to the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, release your palm to the mat. Now inhale, slowly crawl forward into a low lunge. Rooting down through both palms, step back, high plank. You can take chaturanga on your knees, or you can take it in a regular plank. Breathe in, inch forward, shoulders past your wrists. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows graze the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Touch the tops of your feet. Extend the arms long, micro bend in the elbows. Glutes are clenched. And press your chin back into place. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flip to the backs of your feet. Lifting the hips up and back. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose, arms reach. Exhale, palms to heart center, Samasatihi. Let's take it on the left side. Inhale, the arms high, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the waist. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Actually, heel toe your feet about hip width distance. You're going to need that. So inhale, halfway lift. Soften the knees a little bit. Reaching the arms far in front of you. Exhale, palms behind your skull. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Core is engaged. Now bend deeply so that your thighs are almost parallel to the mat. Keep breathing, pressing your elbows behind you, lifting up with the chest. Nice work, guys. One more round of breath. Now sink the weight into the left heel and lift the right foot about an inch off the mat. Beautiful. Keep holding. You've got this. Now extend your right leg long behind you into a leaning crescent lunge, keeping your palms where they are, high on the bottom of the back toes. Chest is still lifted like an upward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the right knee to the mat. Inhale, lift up, modified crescent, keeping the palms where they are. Big breath in, reach to the crown of the head. Exhale, sink the hips forward, micro back bend. Press up and out of your chest, pressing the elbows behind you. Keep breathing. Exhale, half split, sink your hips back. Left leg extends long. Toes flex to your face. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Melt over your leg. 3 rounds of breath here, you guys. Turning up the volume of your breath. Breathing in open space into that left hamstring. It deserves it. Last round of breath. Inhale, bending back into the front knee. Palms framing the left foot. Tuck the toes, low lunge. Squeezing the inner thighs toward one another. Slowly crawl your fingertips toward the right side of the room, setting up for Prasarita second time. Toes are pointed to the right side of the room. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nice. Deep breath in, lifting the tailbone higher to the sky. And exhale, sinking a little bit lower into your fold. I'm going to face you guys so you can see the next move. Inhale, slowly rise, halfway lift. And now exhale, sink the weight into the left heel, bend the left knee, keeping the right leg long. Pressing through the outer edges of both feet, spreading, like you're spreading the mat apart from each other. Feel a nice stretch in the right inner thigh. Breathe and lift up the chest. Exhale, stay. Let's take it to the other side. Extend the left leg, bending into the right knee. Weight is in the back right heel. Keep breathing, pressing through the outer edges of the feet. And now we'll move breath to movement. Inhale, move to the left side. Exhale. Inhale, lift up and then over to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back over to the left. Exhale. Inhale, back to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Good job, guys. And slowly call your fingertips forward towards a low lunge. Root down to the palms and step back. Option to float through a chaturanga or skip it or take it on your knees. Breathe in, inch forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Using your lower belly to lift you up and back. Let's take a couple cleansing breaths here, guys. Inhale. And open mouth, exhale. You guys have done so great so far. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Seal the lips back to the Ujjayi breath. Inhale your right leg high, one-legged dog. Square the hips to the mat, toes toward the ground. Deep breath in, press to the right heel. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip, and start taking some hip circles. Warming up the hip. No, we probably warmed it up already, but just getting some nice fluid movement. Inhale, re-extend the leg long. Exhale, low lunge, step it through between your palms. Deep breath in, squeeze inner thighs toward one another. Remember, 90-degree bend in the front right knee. Make sure it's not protruding forward. Deep breath in, scissor the inner thighs. Inhale, lift up, crescent lunge. Arms Arms, shoulders all stacked over the hips, high on the ball mount of the back toes. Deep breath in, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, shift the torso forward, arms down and back, airplane arms. Squeeze your palms toward one another, kind of like you're squeezing a beach ball. Deep breath in, squeeze the shoulder blades still. Exhale, reach the fingertips forward towards the front of the room. Staying lifted in the chest. You guys can do this. Weight is in the front right heel. Release your palms down and find a standing splits. Left leg reaches high, hips are towards the mat, left toes are pointed. Palms can go to a block or onto the ground. Option to bend the knee if that feels good. Either way, keep pointing and lifting the back leg. 2 more rounds of breath. And releasing the back foot to the back of the mat, we're going to find a runner's lunge. Release your palms to the inside of the right foot, soften the left knee down, and heel toe the right foot to the top right edge of the mat. Breathe in, fingertips toward the ground. Exhale, sink the hips forward, relaxing the head and neck. We'll be here for 4 rounds of breath. Once again, we're breathing in, acknowledging where the edge is, pushing past uncomfort, not pain, and surrendering even deeper, finding ourselves, getting stronger. 1 more round of breath. Inhale, rise to your palms if you're not already there. And we're going to find a variation of pigeon here. So you heel toe your right foot behind your left palm, and then soften your right knee to the mat behind your right palm. Left leg reaches far back behind you, and then we're going to sink the weight into our right hip. Bend the left knee, and then bring it up towards the right sole of the foot. So we kind of have some 90-degree angles going here. Deep breath in, fingertips, frame your right knee, and lift up out of the chest, and exhale, slowly lower into your pigeon. If this is uncomfortable at all for your knee, this one actually is better on your knee than actual pigeon. You can always take a figure 4 on the back. Wherever you are, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, surrender, melting deeper into your space. Take a very nice stretch in the outer hip of the right leg. Focusing on the breath, it'll get you through. Slowly rising to your palms. And if it's accessible to you, you can extend your left leg long behind you. We're going to meet in a down dog. So root down through your palms, tucking the back left toes. Downward facing dog, one leg. Exhale, release. You can shake your butt out a little bit. All right, let's take it on the left side. Inhale the left leg high, squaring the hips toward the mat. Toes are flexed. Pressing deep through the left heel towards the back of the room. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. Taking some nice hip circles. Re-extending when you're ready. Breathe in, gaze forward. exhale, step through low lunge. Try landing heel first, then toe. Deep breath in, squeeze inner thighs toward one another. Inhale, rise. Crescent lunge, Anjayasana. 90-degree bend in the front knee, high on the ball toes, the back of the ball mount toe. And then square the hips forward, feeling the right hip flexor turn on. Deep breath in, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, airplane arms. Arms reach down and back. Deep breath in, keep lifted with the chest. Gaze toward the front of the mat. Shoulder blades squeezing toward one another. Deep breath in, reach the fingertips far in front of you. Keep breathing, pressing weight into the left front heel. Then exhale, release the palms, standing splits. Bring down and bending into the front left knee. Bounce off the right foot. Hips square to the mat. Folding over the left leg. Toes are pointed in the back. And keep pressing your heel higher toward the ground. To the sky. It's always upside down here. Breathing. Enjoying this nice stretch in the left hamstring. One more round of breath. And release your right foot back behind you long. Finding a runner's lunge. Releasing the right knee to the mat. Heel toeing the left foot to the top left edge of the mat. Deep breath in, sink the hips forward. Exhale, relax. Now into your runner's lunge. Option to take it on your forearms or whatever variation you took on the other side. Noticing where your mind goes during uncomfort. Does it run wild, looking to grab a hold of anything it can? Or does it focus on the breath, finding center? Just taking it one breath in at a time. Noticing that edge and surrendering a little bit deeper. Slowly rising to your palms if you're not already there. We'll take the pigeon variation like we did on the other side. Heel toeing your left foot behind your right palm. Left knee towards your left palm. And then don't worry if your shin doesn't is parallel to the front of the mat. Mine doesn't. It's okay if your heel goes closer towards your groin. And then sink the weight into the left hip, bending at the right knee. Right knee is right behind the left sole of the foot. Remember, we have 90-degree bends here. And then palms frame the left knee, breathing in, pressing the chest out in front of you. Exhale, slowly lowering to your pigeon. Four rounds of breath. Can you dive a little bit deeper? Inhales expand the chest. Exhales melt you closer into the earth. Keeping sure that your toes are flexed here. Slowly rise to your palms. Kick extend the right leg long behind you, tucking the toes, rooting down through the palms, and pressing back to a one-legged dog if that's accessible. Wiggling it out, taking any after pigeon rituals. And deep breath in, lift the tailbone to the sky, high in the toes. Exhale, sink the heels a bit deeper. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, sink to your knees. Finding a nice child's pose before we surrender. Big toes to touch, knees wide. And relax down. Reconnecting back to the breath. Back to your intention you had for class. Just being proud of yourself. Noticing the difference between this child's pose and the one in the beginning of class. You've done all that work. Inhale, slowly rise to a neutral tabletop. Exhale, relax to your bottom. Gluing the soles of the feet to the mat. Bend at the knees. Reach your fingertips forward. Slight tuck of the tailbone, chin to the chest. And slowly lower one vertebrae at a time until you find your back. Take a nice big morning stretch. Fingers reach behind you. Toes in opposition. And hugging your knees in to your chest. Taking some rocks, massaging out the lower back. Extending a left leg long and hugging the right knee into your right armpit. Breathe and squeeze and hug it closer toward you, avoiding the rib cage. Exhale, guide the right knee across the body, hips stack over one another. And our right arm, if there's not a wall in front of you, can reach long. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist and sink into your mat. One more round of breath here. And hugging both knees back into your chest very gently. Resetting your spine. Maybe take a big smile, big hug. And then relax or re-extend your right leg long, hugging the left knee into your left armpit. Breathe and squeeze. Exhale. Guide it over to the right. Hips stack on top of one another. It's okay if your left shoulder doesn't hit the ground. It will, maybe one day. And just breathe. Slowly inhale both knees back into your chest. And exhale, release the bottoms of the feet to the mat, setting up for bridge pose. Knees are bent, arms down by your side. Fingers might graze the back of the heels, but they might not. Breathe in, press the heels and lift the hips toward the sky. Squeeze the glutes toward one another. Chest to chin, the chin is lifted. Deep breath in, press the hips a little higher toward the sky. Exhale, lift to the tops of the toes, release the upper back, mid back, and lower back. Let's take another rolling bridge, I love them. Big breath in, press the heels, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, high in the toes, upper, mid, lower heels. All right, setting up for happy baby, bending at the knees, grabbing for shins, ankles, or outer edge or inner edge of the feet. I like the inner edge, it feels nicer in my inner thighs. Big breath in, press the lower back into the ground, the whole spine is glued to the earth. Exhale, use your biceps to press your knees closer to your mat. Sway side to side. Just enjoying your inner child. Being playful. And release, hugging the knees back into your chest. Biggest hug you've done all day. Wrap your arms around your shins, chin to your knees. Take the biggest breath of all class. Inhale, fill up. One more sip of air. Open mouth, exhale. Get big on your mat. Take up space. Relax the face. Unclench that jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. And let every body part sink deeper and deeper into the mat. Start to reawaken. Feeling your chest rise and fall. Deepening your inhales. Lengthening your exhales. Taking some tiny movements. Rolling the wrists and the ankles. Inhale, big morning stretch, reaching with the fingertips and the toes. Exhale, relax. Rolling to your favorite side, eyes are still closed. Feels pose. Head lies on your bicep like a pillow. Slowly press up to a seat. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale the arms high to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Let's take a big collective inhale together. Big breath in. Open the mouth. Exhale. Beautiful. That feels good. Thank you guys so much for joining me in class today. I hope you feel good and energized, and hope you feel like you've blossomed even farther into the person you are, just by pushing a little bit deeper off your edge. Inhale the thumbs to third eye center. Exhale, bow forward. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for class. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, comment, or share the video, whatever feels good. And I'll see you next Tuesday. I have a new video coming out every Tuesday. So you can text me or message me on Instagram any requests, and I'll be happy to take them. Thank you.